Good afternoon, everyone. Right, guys, we've got a puncture. We know it's going to cost money, shopping money. So, what we did is we've got a super typhoon coming, and we're here. We set off to Murcia early to beat this rain. I'm back in the province now. You can hear the rain on the roof. So we've got a super typhoon coming. I think it's going to hit Manila first, and it'll work its way across the islands. I don't know how bad it's going to be. So we thought, well, let's go to Murcia and do some shopping. We've got a small budget, just a little over 400 pesos. What happens? I'm riding down the road. I felt the back end go, and I said to Joveline, I said, wow, we've got a puncture. And then I knew straight away, damn it, it's going to cost us some money. And, we rode up into Murcia and got round the corner, and we pulled up outside one of the stores. And this guy's actually fixing the punctures, having a job getting the back wheel off. It's a 19 actually. So that is a 19, and he's fine. I don't know why he ain't got a 19 spanner or a socket. And he seems to be having trouble taking this wheel off, but he does work. He's working hard when he gets it off. He's working hard to fix the puncture. So he's having trouble getting it off. And then he's having big trouble actually taking the tyre off to get the inner tube out. So that's it. We've come to Murcia trying to go do some shopping. And bad things happen. You've got a little budget, and it always happens in threes. So more. We've got a little budget. We thought we'd beat this bad rain. You can hear it now because we're back in the province. We got back just in time before this rain hit. And you can really hear it now, the rain. Like I said, he's having big trouble just to take, I can take this straight off. And he doesn't tighten the back brake up either, and I told him about it. I told him, I says, you haven't tightened this back brake up. So I tightened it up myself, I pulled it back and I tightened it up. And I told him, I says, last time, bang, and he hit a lorry. I says, because you need to start and tighten them up. I checked the bike, I know about bikes, and I got him to put some air in the front tyre as well. And we're thankful he's actually fixed the inner tube. So we are thankful. And he had to go and buy an inner tube. And I said to Joe, I thought it was just going to get, fixed. And Joveline says, I went to wash my legs down in Joveline's mama's house, because they were black, coming through the province with the rain and the sludge and the puddles, splashing up onto your legs. Still at it. I think he's managed it. And it's only a 19. He's mismanaged it now. So, wow, a spanner. So, anyway, Joveline said, oh, the inner tube, says it's got a lot of punctures in it. It's the chicken wagon. It's got a lot of punctures in it. We have to buy a new inner tube. I thought, bloody hell, and a lot stronger words. So I thought, that's all his budget. It's all his budget for food. We didn't buy any food. We didn't have the budget for the food. So, we're a little bit fed up, so to speak, but it's just life here in the Philippines. I might mention this later on in the video. So, it's a damn nuisance. Anyway, it looks like a nail or a piece of cross wire. And this guy said there were a lot of holes in the inner tube. And he went to buy an inner tube, and he just walked back down the street with an inner tube, and the inner tube cost 300 pesos. So that's it, 300 pesos, then 100 to fix it, 400 pesos. And all Jove, he's working hard, and he finds it really difficult to try and get this tyre off. It's a new tyre 3 months back, and he's finding it very difficult. So that's it, all his budget for food gone. So please like, please subscribe, please help support in the way of $1. Very much appreciated, everyone. And that's what Joveline's doing now. She's thinking, wow, all his budget gone on a damn puncture. She said it's the first time we come into Murcia and we have to spend his money on getting a puncture fixed, new inner tube. You know, it's the first time we've gone back home with no food. And that's the culprit. But there must have been a lot more, because the guy said inner tube were full of punctures. So, you know, that's the damn culprit. Stuck into the tyre. It's a piece of wire actually, like a piece of wire mesh. There's a cross section in it. And that's what it looks like. So we head off up to the plaza from here. Like I said, I don't know, I start chatting about probably this puncture. So that's it, look, he's got it off. It's just, looks like he's putting it back in. He's got it off. Brand new inner tubing. And that's it, you know. Anyway, while I was in the plaza, like I said, this guy worked hard at it, but he forgot to tighten the back brake. So, you know, he worked hard. I'll give him that one. So, all the budget. Yeah, I'm probably repeating. Anyway, we went up to the plaza from here. And I met a friend. And next Thursday, whether we can make it or not, hope we can make it. There's a christening, a birthday. I think a little girl, she's 1 year old. So, you know, hopefully if it's not torrential rain on a Thursday, we can actually make it into Murcia, because we're in Concilian, we're 5-6 kilometres away. So hopefully we can make it, you know, back into Murcia at 8 o'clock in the morning in Murcia. So, you know, there's a few bikers coming back, and you know, I tried to get a video of what's going off here on a Sunday afternoon. So that's what we're doing now, guys. You know, I'm just taking a few videos, and like I said, we got a puncture. It's cost us 400 pesos, not a lot we can do about it. And it's like I said, bad things happen. You don't have a budget, and then you spend all your budget. These are the bikers coming back from Don Salvador, San Carlos, and it's a Sunday afternoon. And I didn't actually manage to get into Murcia because Joveline had a few pesos left, and she went into Murcia. We went to the plaza. She walked into Murcia. And she spent, can't remember, she must have spent about 30 pesos on something, I don't know what. So that's it. 30 pesos left out of his budget. But life here in the Philippines, later on I'll chat about when we didn't have any money and we're actually starving and we were only eating once a day. And sometimes we didn't eat in a day and we had to go up into the market. But that's on the next video. So hopefully I've got another clip, whether I've included it on this video or what, I don't know. You know, chatting this morning about this super typhoon coming to Murcia, coming to the Philippines, coming into Manila, you know, and it really hit hard. So God bless Manila, God bless Cavite. I hope you guys in Cavite are safe. And you know, it's a super typhoon, don't know what's going to happen. It will devastate, and I don't know how hard we'll get it, but you know, God bless everyone. I hope everyone's fine and taking care. But we've got a lot of torrential rain, so that's what Joveline's doing now. And I can actually read, just looking at the stud there, I can actually read what she's thinking. You know, God damn it, we've spent all his budget on a damn puncture. We got a puncture. So, we're in the plaza. Murcia, we've had the puncture fixed. What did it cost? 400? 300 for inner tube. And then he's charged us one inner tube. He didn't tighten the back brake up. So, and I did the brake. Teenagers, I think they're practicing dance, and they've been screaming and shouting, so that's a little video. I've actually included them in the video. So take care, God bless. So that's it, guys, you know, that's it. So that's it, look, they're waving. So that's it. Right, that's better. One little drop of rain and it were really blurred. So what I'm doing now is I'm under here, look. This is where I am, look. So this is where I am. I think Joveline's walking around. I actually chat now, there's no music. And I'm going to chat about what we did when we didn't have a penny, when we didn't have a peso. And I'm going to reverse the camera and I'll chat about this in another video. So being poor here in the Philippines is actually, you know, it's not much fun. I'm moving around, I'm trying to get out of the rain. So I'm going to reverse the camera and tell you what we used to do. And right, I think it's just overcast. So what we used to do is, we used to come into Murcia Plaza late at night, about 8 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock at night. And what they do is they park the market up late at night. So then what we used to do is, I'll actually show you, I'm going to reverse the camera in a moment. Right guys, so that's it. See the lorry there, it's got all rubbish in it. Lorry there's got all rubbish in it. What we used to do is we used to come at night when we used to live in Murcia and when we lived in Concilian, and this were about 6 months back. What we used to do is we used to come into Murcia, and you know, all the discarded bananas, what they're throwing in the bin, and they're throwing the carrier bags and they're throwing the rubbish. We used to come scrounging, and that's what we used to do. We used to pick, you know, the fruit and take the fruit home. So that's what we used to do. We used to go there late at night, and we didn't have any choice because we got no money, we got no food. We used to go in the bins. Yeah, I don't give a toss, you know, you have to do what you have to do to survive. And that's what we used to do. We used to go there and we used to go in the bins and we used to look through the carrier bags, the old sacks, you know, for a few bananas. And some of the bananas and the fruit were actually okay, so we used to take a big handful back. Sweet potatoes, you know, we'd cut the bad piece out of the sweet potato and we'd take it home and eat it. And that's what we used to do. You know, it's as simple as that. You have to survive when you ain't got no money. When you don't have any money in the Philippines, you have to survive. Simple as that. It looks like the candy floss man. You're okay.
dito. Ay, gawin ako nila pangita. Sa ano yun ah? Muniho. Yung pag-ihatag lang nila si mo. Wala ko sa tabay naman sa plaza. Hindi mo tamakit ang nai mo.
I'm listening.
Ang balang ko lang sa only prayer. Ay, nasa
prayer.
Ano ba simulan sa portal? Siling ko siya. I can help you. It's only a prayer. Balakot siya na gaya. Abot siya na guro niya.
It's the candy floss man.
Hindi ko ni may isahan, wise ni. Hindi ako ba isahan? Balana nila kung wise ka man mo. Correct ang.
Right guys, we've left the plaza and I've parked here. Joveline's just running around to see a friend. And that's what I'm doing here, look. I'm just sat waiting, stood waiting on the side of the road for Joveline. Looks like these guys are going to Concilian, and it looks like they've got quite a few bags of concrete, cement. So it looks like, you know, it's a big it can make you laugh with some orders, you know, and weight they actually put on a tricycle. So we're here this morning. That's a new plant what we've had gave. It's a lovely plant. I've got to plant it out, find a spot for it. Now, this is before we set off to Murcia this morning, before we got the puncture. Got the bike out here Sunday afternoon, and we're off to Murcia. So, you know, I'm chatting about something, but there's that much music, it's a voiceover. And you know the rest. We think we're going to Murcia to do a bit of shopping, and then what happens? Anyway, this is one of the new plants, and no doubt as soon as I can do a video, I'll do a video, some gardening videos. So I want to actually do a little bit of, you know, gardening jobs and plant this new plant. And we've got some new seeds, and they've got a lovely scent to the flower when they grow. So we're all ready to go to Murcia to beat the typhoon. But what happens? You guessed it before before this video.